Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to dimensionalize variables in C#. So let me create the program right now. Format this because I forgot to last time. I'm just going to quickly, how do comments work? Not that. That? Nope. That? Double slash. Okay. Well, double slashes are comments. So there is, let me just write this down real quick because I have the book and I want to make sure I have all the variable types. Okay, wait. There's float and there's decimal, but I believe decimal is larger than float. So I'm not going to include float. Okay. So to dimensionalize these variables, I'll flip through the book again just to make sure, but I believe you just type, write, I believe it is, that's the wrong slash, variable type, then variable name, and I don't remember what comes after, and that's why I need the book, and just assign a value. Okay. And then equals assign value. Okay. But I don't know if you have to assign the value. So that's what we'll find out here. All right, so string, that's not how you spell that word. String, text, semicolon. You don't have to assign. Text equals, you can do console.readline, or you can just write this. Always remember the semicolon at the end of the line, but I don't need to do that yet. Text, I don't know, test, and then the semicolon, and it's just the same thing for every variable type. So bool, bool yes, I guess. Bool yes, char letter, then decimal, num, or no, not num, because num is for integers, obviously. Int num, semicolon, and decimal. I don't remember what we do for decimal names, whatever. Do. So it's not int, I lied. So is it integer? Nope. Time to figure this out. Oh, it might be int. I just forgot the semicolon. Int num. It is int. Just don't forget the semicolon, guys. Okay. Int, and I believe that's all. Equals true. That's not how you spell true. And then let me do the semicolon there. Obviously, flip around the semicolon. You need a semicolon at the end of every line because yep. Letter equals. I'm feeling. What am I feeling? C for C#. Do you? Yeah, okay. Nice. Yep, okay, that's good. You do use single quotes for characters. Can you use double quotes? Time to find out. You cannot use double quotes. So remember the single quotes, because that'll get you. So you have to use single quotes for characters. num2 equals 3.14159. Yep. No idea if that's even correct. Oh. Wait, what? Then does float. So then num2 equals 3.14159. Semicolon? Nope. What? I don't get this. Okay, so this is a double type? What is a double type? Fuck. Fuck. Is it here that I need? Yeah, it should be. Okay, legitimately, what is a double? An 8-byte floating point data type. So a double? So you can declare this as a double as well, apparently. Double. Yeah, you can declare it as a double, and it's just an... If I do that... Huh. Okay, so then the difference between a double, a decimal, and a float is that... So float is a 4-byte floating point data type. A double is an 8-byte floating point data type. And a decimal is a 16-byte precise decimal data type. Can I do decimal now here for this? No. What? I don't... Wait, what? Okay, so up here, that should be a decimal. Use an M suffix to create a suffix. So that would go here. What the Okay, so decimal, you have to use an M suffix. Just put an M at the end of a list of numbers. I need to see this printed out. Console.writeLine. I might as well print them all at the same time. Text. Ampersand, hopefully. Text, letter, ampersand. Oh, so it would be comma? It would be comma, okay. I believe that's tweaking out because I haven't assigned anything to either number nor boolean, or nor bool. Okay, well, let's not name it bool, let's do yes. That might help. So yeah, it's tweaking out because num hasn't been assigned anything. So before you assign a value to a variable, it's not dimensionalized. So remember to assign values to variables before you use them, because then if you don't, your code will crash. And that's why, I assume that's why it suggests assigning a value, you must dimensionalize the variable. So just do equals 0 for, you know, or just dimensionalize it, initialize it, that's the word. Initialize all your variables immediately. That way it can run. But, so this for M for decimal, I might as well make, here, I can do deck, that's not how you spell that, deck, float, flow. Guys, my names are so creative. Flow equals, and then I believe, 14159 F suffix semicolon. Yeah, so the F suffix is a floating, wait, yeah, the F suffix is a floating point number, but also, wait, float struct system dot single dot decimal, and then let me get deck flow. That's not what I meant to type. Flow, and then what was the other thing? It was double. Okay. Double 2. Yep. 2 equals 3.1459 semicolon, and then it should be. Okay, let's see this printed out. Can I not? Oh, you. Okay, so remember to capitalize. Case matters for your variables as well. That's good to know. Good to know. Let's just run it. That only printed test. So, or that only printed text. All right, maybe I just suck at this, but I'll figure that out later. So the right line. I don't need that. Yes. All right. Okay. So this is good to note. When you do the M to declare it as a decimal, it does not keep the suffix onto the actual variable. It removes the suffix, you're just defining it as that variable specifically. That's very good to note. So remember that when you're differentiating between decimal, float, and double, because that will get confusing. All right, that's all for this video. I hope it was helpful because I learned a lot while creating it. And again, I will remake all these videos once I have a better grasp on the language. I am learning too, as you heard as I went through the book. So yeah, that's all for today. Hopefully this is enough for you guys to at least get started on basic programming for this language. Tomorrow I'll probably try to cover both functions and arguments and parameters. Functions, arguments, and parameters. That will be my goal, and then I'll figure out something else after that. Because I've heard it was either if statements or for loop, or like loops that were weird, but you'll know by then. So, well, see you tomorrow.